talked earlier about the fact these boxes can be really large and in terms of compute power and hold lots of workloads in the same system at the same time. Now, obviously, if you're going to do that, you're going to want it to be a reliable server. And that's great because power boxes are second only to IBM Z when it comes to actually the kind of reliability. Only those boxes that IBM creates have greater reliability than the power boxes. So for over a decade now, if I'm right in thinking, I think we're in our 13th year of the independent ITIC review, looking at all the different servers that are out there, and power boxes are one of the most reliable on the market. As I say, only Z can cap that. None of our competition is able to match the level of reliability we already do with power boxes. What we now do, of course, is with the Power 10 system, every time we generate a new generation of technology, we look at what was going on before, find the kinds of things that had any kind of cause to give customers outage, be that planned or unplanned, and we look at those and we find ways to be able to rule them out. And so what we have in this system is be able to move on from a really reliable footprint and make it even more so. So I talked earlier about the fact that we can put a lot of memory with really high bandwidth into these servers, up to 64 terabytes of memory in a fully fledged E1080. And that memory could, of course, has lots of different elements to it. And what we're able to do is be over double the reliability in that memory compared to the industry standard DIMMs that are going into other servers. So that's just one example of how we can be more reliable with these servers. And we keep looking at how we can do this, keep looking at the various areas that we can actually make sure that these servers are going to be there rock solid. You could compare that with cloud. Cloud, of course, if I look at an SLA, I am looking at something that's a little bit different from exactly how it works on an individual server. But the existing ITIC studies show that we, on average, a power box might have up to maybe 6 minutes downtime a year on the boxes today. And then if you look at the SLAs, for example, if I look at a group of virtualized virtual servers running in Azure, then it has a 99.5 level of SLA. And how that translates is approximately 4.4 hours of downtime a year. So I can look at 6 minutes compared to 4.4 hours, and at least on some level, I might look at having something that's up to 70 times more available than the SLAs in the cloud. And of course, SLAs are set to what they expect to be able to achieve. So we do have some customers who think they can just move things out onto the cloud and be able to get the same level of reliability, and that might not be the case. But you can rely on the power boxes, rely on the power systems, which of course you'll see moving into our cloud in the Power Virtual Server in the second half of the year. You'll see Power 10 servers turning up there. Really reliable, rock solid systems, and we can make them more reliable as we move forward. Another part of reliability that's actually reaching board level criticality these days is about security, is about cybersecurity. And so we have a lot of new innovations in these power systems to be able to look at that and be able to make that work really well. So different things we have Power SC. I've done some demos on that in the past, and that's been evolved and moved forward. Really easy to apply the sort of payment card industry security standards, PCI security standards, GDPR, whatever the security standard might be. Really easy to apply it, maybe even with a single touch of a button, and also able to monitor that your server stays in compliance as you move forward. There's a new version of the product we look to do that with called Power SC. Power SC 2 is available now, and that will continue to be able to run on these boxes, and you can look at what's actually established and move forward. We can also do new things, so we can actually look at doing encryption at a variety of different levels. We can make the encryption really easy to do. You can, if you want to, depending on what you're wanting to check, is you could encrypt the memory in the servers as it goes along. That used to be the sort of thing that might take a lot of processing power, but we've got new elements in the Power 10 servers that could do that encryption without needing to use the same processors that are running your business. So we can actually optimize that without needing more horsepower. We can do the same thing also with other encryption as well, so we can encrypt the data wherever it might be, again using these offload engines, making that really efficient, not needing you to raise software charges as you move forward. We can also have new other elements of security built into the system, the trusted boot kind of process, making sure nothing's changed, and also tell a really strong story for security. So I can combine the kind of world of reliability, make sure I stay up and running from the various things that might be from a more sort of failure kind of basis, and I can also reliably and confidently say we're going to be able to survive the kind of world of the security implications as well. Also thinking about even things that are coming up in the future. Things like quantum are going to make security really interesting, but the elements we've built into the Power 10 processors are ready and able to handle new security threats as they come along, making these really effective building blocks to run your most mission-critical workloads upon. Feel free to ask me more about them as needed.